Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Michelle Flawless. So tonight I'm going to be talking about, without no makeup for a change, I'm going to be talking about how LGBT basically finished the world. So it's just everywhere. You can't get away from it. Gay LGBT literature is just on everything and in everything these days. It's like the devil has basically won against God. And I know that's sad, but it's actually true. I got actually speaking to some guys on Grindr tonight, and there was this one guy that was keen on hooking up for fun. And I turned around and went, no, because I only meet people if they're clean and they're decent and they actually take care of themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like when it comes to apps like Grindr, a lot of gay men aren't sexually clean, whereas myself, I'm always clean. Do you know what I mean? I would not have any STDs. Fuck that shit. And there was this black guy. Let me get my cup of tea. So there was this black guy. 2 seconds, guys. Blacky bastard delivering a fucking Uber. Anyways, sorry about that. So yeah, drink my cup of tea. Yeah, LGBT is it's just everywhere. It's ruined the world. And God, let me tell you, everyone, Medellix, God is fucking fuming, bruv. He's fuming. Have you seen what God did to Australia overnight? Do you know what I mean? He's absolutely fuming. He's absolutely fucking pissed. I think pissed would be an understatement. I mean, I think sooner rather than later, I think there is definitely going to be like a World War III. I mean, that's an inevitable, isn't it? If you think about it, like it's just going to happen, isn't it? Like it's just what we've even got NATO now that has even gone into fucking like Russia and they've started shit. Do you know what I mean? So that shit is clearly inevitable. We all know World War III is definitely going to happen, but it's a case of obviously like when. Do you know what I mean? That's the sad thing. Like in reality, we don't want things to happen, but sometimes things go out of our control and we don't know how to control it because it's out of our control. You know what I mean? When you've got NATO involved, when you've got different people involved, then it fucking sucks. You know what I mean? It does actually fucking suck. Yeah. It's horrible, but there's not much you can do about it. Do you know what I mean? Even though you want to do things about it, you can't actually do that much about it because you just can't. That's out of our control. You know what I mean? And we are in scary, perilous times at the moment. We really are. The whole of the world has become gay, and it's like a dog eat dog world. Do you know what I mean? Why do you think it's so fucking hard these days just to go out to the shop and buy food? Do you know what I mean? It's a tough world. You know what I mean? And it's just, unfortunately, I hate to say it, it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Do you know what I mean? And I hate to say it like that, but it's true. But like I was saying, there was this mixed race guy on Grindr, and he told me, I said to him, have you been tested? Are you clean? And he turned around and went, well, I always use a condom and I'm safe. And he was like, um, I'm not tested. And I just thought, how can you say that? Do you know what I mean? How the fuck can you say that, bruv? Like, how can you generally say that you are not tested? You know what I mean? Like, that's disgusting. You know what I mean? So he's clearly a spreader. It's horrible, isn't it? You just get men that just go spreading disease and spreading AIDS anywhere, but you can't fucking win because the straight population go into like gyms and they go into like their own homes and stuff like that. And gay men openly on Grindr spread disease on purpose, and to all the people that go into gyms and healthcare spas and leisure centres. The whole world is crumbling before our feet because gay men, they touch everything with their hands. They've just been fucked up the arse, but they don't wash their hands. But then the next minute, they're going into Starbucks drinking off the cups. They're going into gyms and they are openly like touching shit with really bad infected hands. I mean, some gay men might as well just fucking walk about with a biohazard, stick it on top of their head, bit like fucking Alphabet. Do you know what I mean? Might as well. You might as well. We are living in the end times. We are in perilous times. You know what I mean? We really are. Let's just hope Putin keeps us cool and doesn't fucking nuke the UK. Because that's next, isn't it? We all know it's next. Well, it's coming, but we don't know when it's coming, but it's definitely coming. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'd like to think it's not like soon, because I'm only 36 and I want to see the rest of my life yet. You know what I mean? I've got a bright future. Over Cuddy Luke Luke, shut up! Good! Bastard neighbour next door making noise. I'll show him who's noise. I'll put the face on the internet again. I do the best to do it. I'm going to buy an air horn soon. You think I'm fucking kidding? I actually am. I'm going to buy an air horn and go. So yeah, long story short, we're in perilous, scary times, my darlings. And you just can't win because you can't go anywhere. And like, because like, I hate to say it, but pufters, gay men, batty boys, they're all living a life of luxury now. Do you know what I mean? They're all living a life of luxury. That's the God's honest truth. They are living a life of luxury. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. I wish I fucking was. You know what I mean? Some of these gay men's houses that I've been to on Grindr, like, there's this gay dude, and I'm not saying in names and I'm not pinpoint locations, but he lives in Edinburgh. You want to see his home. It's literally nicer than my flat that I live in. And he's paying £20 a month. But the place has been done up so well by the council. Like, it's been done up so fucking well. Like, and this person is gay. But why can't other families that are desperate, that need housing, why can't they live in that type of luxury accommodation? Why don't they get that offered by the government? Because they don't, because they get ignored. I'm not racist, but you might as well paint yourself and to be a fucking packy. You know what I mean? I might as well paint myself to be fucking black because I'd be entitled to more rights. You know what I mean? If I was a woman and I was black and I had kids, I'd be entitled to far more. And it's true. And I hate to say it like that, but it is true. That's just the way the world has gone. And the system is fucked. Honestly, the system is absolutely fucked. When it comes to the government, when it comes to law, the government is just completely fucked. We've got batty boys working for the government, left, right and centre, making all of the wrong decisions and making innocent people, homeless, disabled people, whatever, suffer. You know what I mean? Some batty boy in fucking job centre, whatever, has stopped my universal credit. I'm going to kill him Monday. Oh my God, wait till Monday morning. It better go in tonight, because if it don't go in tonight, Monday morning, I am fuming, bruv. Wait till I hit those phones on Monday morning. Vicky, I swear to God, wait till Monday. Literally, I'm going to let rip, I really am. Because I want my money to be paid into a different fucking bank account, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Fuck off. So yeah, really pissed off, but yeah, what can you do? You can't do anything. But yeah, gay men, they're just vile, narcissistic people, and I don't understand why the government funds LGBT. I really don't. It's just pure evilness, and they need to stop it. I think the UK need to step back in time a little bit and roll back some of the gay laws. I mean, I think it's coming. To be fair, it's happened in America, so I can't see why it would not stop in the UK. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it would harm. I think it would protect children more. You know what I mean? And all the fucking batty boys on grinders. You ready for this, guys? They're either teachers. Why do you need to be a puff or a faggot and work near a child? Do you know what I mean? I hate to say it like that, but it's true. Why do you need to be a fucking batty boy, and why do you need to work for the government or work for a school and then be a teacher and work near kids? The system is fucked. And we've got paedophiles, such as gay men. Half of them are fucking pedos, aren't they? Of course they are, because why would a 48-year-old granddad jock type want a fucking, oh, don't even ask, but this jock type granddad on fucking Grinder works with children in a school because he's a teacher, yeah, but wanted all of this latex and wanted all of this stuff, is into water sports. Oh, and surprisingly, guys, guess what I'm about to say? Oh, he's into younger. The system is just fucked, and there is no going back. And God is so angry, bruv. Like, God soon is just gonna let rip. And I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. I think in this day and age, because we've got the technology, people are just abusing it. Do you know what I mean? And I am shocked, bruv. I went round this gay chems party house a few weeks ago here in Edinburgh. And there was this gay couple. His boyfriend was being used as a cum dump in the bedroom. There was 18 guys in one room. Fit as fuck, I will just say. And guess who the other guy was? A teacher. He was a teacher. What is wrong with our governments? Honestly, what is wrong with our fucking governments? I hate to say it, but I think the government in the UK need to ban gay people working for the healthcare sector. They need to ban gay people for working with children, and they need to ban gay people from quite a lot of things, especially when it comes to government and stuff like that. Because when I used to live in Birmingham, there was this bloke that basically worked for the government. But then when he was coming home and we got a taxi together and I went to his, he was shooting up drugs in his arm. He was shooting cocaine, and he's a fucking, he was quite good looking, to be fair, so I'm not going to begrudge him for his looks. But he was a tall, beautiful lad, but he was a conservative, working for the Conservative Party, taking drugs, sniffing coke at a mate's house, getting fucked, getting face fucked over a fucking sofa in somebody else's house. Wake up, world. I have. Michelle has woken up long ago. Michelle's been single 7 years now. Do you know what I mean? She has. I don't think I'll be single for much longer because I know quite a lot of blokes are interested in me at the moment. So that's good to know. Do you know what I mean? I deserve to have a man in my life. I deserve to be happy. But I just think, especially the way the world has gone, I just think it's too out there these days. It doesn't need to be out there. Do you know what I mean? Thumbs up if you guys agree. It does not need to be out there. We've got Todrick Hall. I mean, I feel sorry for the straight population that have had to sit back for 17 years and watch this being pushed in front of their fucking children's faces and have this set upon them by the government. All I want to say, guys, I'm on your side, the straight community that are watching this video, and all I can say is I'm so sorry that you guys had to go through that. I'm so sorry, because nobody deserves this type of shit in their life. Do you know what I mean? Nobody deserves to have gay rights constantly forced and shoved down their throats. But unfortunately, welcome to the way of the world, and it's just the way it is now. You know what I mean? That's the way it's gone. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? And there is no going back. But the thing is, LGBT is destroying the world. Now, I'm going to say something, guys, and this is going to sound a bit seedy, but I was walking about Edinburgh city centre, and I thought London was bad. I'm going back to London eventually, by the way, because I'm sick of Edinburgh. There's nothing here in Edinburgh. You know what I mean? Same shit, different day in Edinburgh. I think in London, there's just so much to do in London. I'm more of a city boy, so I think when I'm back in London, I'll love it more, and I'll get used to it, and I'll like it more because there's just so much traveling to do. Just a massive place. Do you know what I mean? But I left the UK because of um an incident a few years ago involving a hospital, and I just started my new life down here. I do love it down here. Don't get me wrong. Um, but yeah, let's just say the UK has definitely fallen. And like I was just trying to say, I was walking around Edinburgh a few days ago, and the smell that was coming from like a public toilet, not a public toilet, a hotel toilet coming out for the air vent. I wanted to die, bruv. Like, it just stank. Edinburgh city centre is starting to rot, and it's gonna get worse. You know what I mean? There's just so much disease, so much infection. There's so many guys coming off Grindr, fucking each other, sucking each other in hotels, really luxurious hotels all over Edinburgh. They get the best room. Do you know what I mean? Bit like these pair of batty boys on fucking YouTube called Reese and his boyfriend. Trying to think now who it is. The ex-rugby player that left his girlfriend behind for a fucking puff. I mean, what is going on with this world? He chucked his wife away and he chucked his kids away. I mean, what is going on? You know what I mean? I think a lot of men out there need a lot of fucking mental help. They really do. You know what I mean? Just because you get bored of your life, I mean, and fair enough, the girlfriend treats you like shit. You want to go and snog a bloke? You want to go and have a guy suck you off? You want to go and have a guy shag you? That seems to be the way of the world at the moment. Where there's a will, there's Satan. You know what I mean? Satan is everywhere these days. Do you know what I mean? Satan is absolutely everywhere. And the thing is, we don't help ourselves as a population because we embrace it. We are embracing Satan. And that's something that we should not be doing, is embracing Satan. Because let me tell you, for the last, God, 28 years now in my life, there's been some crazy fucked up paranormal shit that I've experienced. And I don't want to keep experiencing it, but now and again I do. Do you know what I mean? Especially in my home here in Edinburgh late at night. Oh, there's this flat that I live in is haunted with a poltergeist in it. Do you know what I mean? It follows me everywhere I go. Um, but yeah, the thing I love about Edinburgh is that you can be gay down here, and they accept you for being gay, and it's like really accepted down here, proper accepted, and people are lovely down here. That's fine. Do you know what I mean? But you just have to be careful anywhere you go. I mean, I think it should not be pushed into children's faces as much. I think the government here in the UK do need to ban it so it doesn't keep getting pushed into children's faces, and the straight population get to have a say what is taught to their children in schools, because it's just appalling. You know what I mean? Nobody needs their child to have that forced on them. Do you know what I mean? If I was a parent and I had my kids in school and I found out that they were being taught LGBT gay puff literature, I'd sue the school. I really would. You know what I mean? Because a child isn't old enough to understand that shit. You know what I mean? And that's what the government, like the whole world is just fucked at the moment. There is so many people making all the wrong decisions. There's more crime now. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, we're fighting two men. That's what it's become now. It hasn't become about Adam and Eve anymore. The whole world has been based upon two fucking puffs together now, and we are fighting man and man. Whoever thought would be saying that in 2025? 2025. Thumbs up, people, for the video Madulix. But yeah, who thought would be saying that in 2025? And me, as a gay man of a gay population, I have to speak up because nobody else will. You know what I mean? Everybody else will keep their mouth shut. But no, I won't. I will keep fighting to the bitter core, and I will help straight people, and I will help people out where I can. Do you know what I mean? Oh, if you see me in the street, stop asking me for money, because I've got no money. You get asked for money. Like, I haven't got any money. I may be a YouTuber, but I'm not that rich. So stop asking me for money, please, because you're not going to get any. But yeah, guys, like, I just can't tell you. I mean, it's just, like I was going to say before I forgot, guys, sorry. So I was around this gay couple's house, right? and his boyfriend was being used as a cum dump in the bedroom. There was 15 guys standing watching in the hallway as he was being wanked, and two guys were fucking him up the arse. There was two guys that were double penetrating him up the arse. There were two guys that were face fucking him. I looked at him, I walked in with my makeup on, and I was like, you know what I mean? That's just disgusting. If you ask me, it's disgusting. It really is. You know what I mean? I've seen some fucked up gay shit. I really have. In London, I think the store should be shut down for this, right? You're gonna laugh. But they were selling like a 15 or 25-inch fucking dildo. It was about that big. It was fucking huge. It was like sick. It was big. I mean, I love cock. I like big cocks, don't get me wrong. But this thing was fucking huge, bruv. It was huge. And it actually had the like Satan symbol on it. It had the fucking swastika on it. No, what swastika? Well, it had the star symbol on it. And I was like, why would you put that up your arse if you're not worshipping Satan? Which is true. I think gay men do worship Satan. And the reason why I stay away from gay men most days is because I can see the craziness in their eyes and it scares me. And I don't like seeing that. I don't like it. I think the majority of gay men like myself, deep down, I should have been a woman when I was born, but I wasn't. Unfortunately, I'm a bloke. But I just embrace what I got. Do you know what I mean? I got a big cock, I got a beautiful body, I'm fit as fuck. I just embrace what I've got, right? But you will get a lot of men in the community now that have severe mental health conditions and they push it on the government to be trans. And that's wrong and that's no. I mean, fair enough if you're like stuck in the wrong body and you want to be a woman. Don't do it. Honestly, don't do it. Please do not do it because you do not know what you're getting yourself into. Do you know what I mean? The sex change operation that you have to have is fucking awful, bruv. I would not wish it on my worst enemy. Why would you want to mutilate yourself to become a woman when you're not a woman? You know what I mean? It's all fucked up if you ask me. I think it's more to do with the actual mindset of someone because ever since I've turned to God and I do go to church lots and I get help, I'm not actually that interested in men anymore. I mean, I look at a man and I think, oh, he's sexy. Yeah, I'd have sex with him. I would. But I'm not like that drawn to men anymore like I used to be. You know what I mean? And I think after I had those COVID vaccinations, that's the thing that actually changed me. And I'm quite proud of that because I reckon, I mean, they did make me go a bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Those COVID vaccinations. Why do you think a lot of gay men didn't want the vaccinations? Because they didn't want to rinse themselves of the devil. Because they didn't want to become clean. I'm speaking sense here, and I know I am. Why do you think gay men completely avoided those COVID vaccinations? Because they didn't want, literally, they didn't want to become clean. And let me tell you now, I hate to say it, but if half the population, the LGBT, had those COVID vaccinations, I think half of them would have drove themselves insane and they would have killed themselves. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I suffered from severe drug-induced psychosis now for years on end, and it's hard. Don't get me wrong, it's proper hard. Like, I've suffered really bad because of severe drug-induced psychosis, and I would not wish it on my worst enemy. You know what I mean? I would not wish it on anyone. But yeah, what I've been through is fucking hell. And I think the reason why men in the community turn to females is because they're so fucked up in the head. They're so psychologically gone. They're trying to move away from being attacked because they're gay or, in their eyes, them being a woman, another homophobic bloke can't touch them because they're a woman. That's what it's all about. It's not about wanting to actually be a beautiful woman and be a woman because they want to be a woman. They want to be a woman so they know they can't get attacked by homophobic people. Do you get me? So it's all kind of like a bit of a brainwashing and everything like that. And it's just like, it's just fucked up. It really is fucked up. You know what I mean? I think the reason why as well I hate the majority of gay men is because I know what they're like. And I can read gay men like a book. They're rude, they're evil, they're narcissistic, they're twisted people that don't deserve to be in a job. And I believe that half the LGBT people out there, I hate to say it, deserve to be on the streets from the way they treat people, their attitude, the way they come across with people, the way they seem to get their way with everything. You know what I mean? It's just fucking awful, brother. It really is. The way gay men twist things at the government. You know what I mean? I'm not going to mention names for legal reasons. There's this another bloke on Grindr I met about 6 months ago. You want to see his house? Oh, he's on every single benefit going. I wish I was. I'm only on two. He's on every single benefit going, and his house looks like somebody that has been working for the last few years. And that actually pissed me off because I sat there and I said to him, obviously, at the end of the day, I don't begrudge people because obviously, if you're not working, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not a bum. I have severe learning disabilities. I have done all my life, and I don't work. I mean, I will work soon because I want to get working. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be on benefits all my life. I fucking hate it as it is. Do you know what I mean? But I'm on them. I'm on them for a reason to help me, and it does help me. I have severe panic attacks. I can't mix with people. My heart condition is up and down, up and down, up and down. My bipolar is fucking crazy. My schizophrenia is everywhere. You know what I mean? So yeah. Do people like myself get help in fucking Uganda or fucking um what do you call it? Other side of the world where they kill gay men? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I think the majority of gay men out there deserve to be killed. Or they deserve to, get gay bashed off Grindr because they hate to say it, they've got what's coming to them. You know what I mean? I'm not a puff anymore. I'm a woman deep down that is basically lost. I had a lot of COVID vaccinations done. I nearly died from COVID. I've had drug overdoses in the past. And this poor girl, bless her heart, she's been through a lot. She really has been through a lot. And I don't know how some days I sit here and say to myself, how the fuck have I gone through that? Because I don't know. I've actually met gay couples off Grindr as well when I used to live in Birmingham, and I told them similar to my story, what I'm telling you, and they turned around and said to me, "Babe, how have you done it? How do you stay strong?" And the truth of the matter is, in this day and age, it's very hard to cope with things because I don't get help. I ain't got a support worker at the moment. I mean, I will get a support worker eventually. You know what I mean? I'm quite proud of myself. I've been living in this temporary accommodation now for 2.5 years. And Edinburgh at the moment has got a housing crisis. So nobody in the whole of Edinburgh can get housed. They say you can't get housed, but you can get housed. But I'll go into that in a different video. But this particular gay bloke that I know, you ought to see his house. His house was fucking, like, it was beautiful. You know what I mean? The council has spent at least, I'd say, about 5 grand on his flat, doing it up. He moved in, the furniture was there. You ought to see some of the pictures that were on the wall, bruv. And this is for a gay bloke in a 2-bedroom house. It was like a gold mirror. It was like luxurious sofas, luxurious finishings. Everything on the wall was beautiful. You know what I mean? You would have thought it was some kind of luxury home, but no, it's just full puff. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and he lives in a nice area as well. He doesn't live in a rough area. He's not in a council estate. He's in this, I'm not going to say where he lives for legal reasons, but he lives in a really nice, peaceful, quiet, secluded neighbourhood. His windows face a really nice area. His windows face, do you know what I mean? It's beautiful. We've got puffs in Edinburgh that are taking advantage of the system and they live in high, tall, raised blocks of flats that overlook the city and then go on Grindr. Sorry, population redundance, I'm just waking you up. They then go on Grindr and go and ask a guy to go and face fuck him over their balcony that overlooks a really nice view of Edinburgh City Centre. A guy asked me last night, he was like, "Do you want to come to my roof terrace in Edinburgh? Beautiful view. I'll let you fuck me all night over my roof terrace." It's just awful. It really is awful. And it pisses me off to think that gay men I wish I was living in luxury, I'm not. But gay men have completely taken advantage of the whole system when it comes to government, when it just comes to everything. Like the devil has got his hand in everything and the devil is winning. And the world is falling apart because the devil is winning. You know what I mean? I strongly suggest that if you are gay, that you get help, you get mental help. Because there's mental help out there. And I've started to get mental help and I'm a lot better now with drugs. So I used to like get really upset what people say to me and take everything to heart, but now I'm bulletproof, baby. I don't let things get to me as much as it used to, do you know what I mean? I used to let it get to me, but I'm thick-skinned, but now I just ignore people. You know what I mean? I speak to my neighbours now because they're lovely. But, you know what I mean? I just think life in general is just too fucking short. It really is. We're in perilous times at the moment, my darlings. I just pray and hope that we can find world peace one day, because in this day and age we're living in, especially, the world is just going fucking backwards. We really are. You know what I mean? Madonna's turned into fucking Satan. I think music has gone Satan. Everything's got Satan in it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And I like to stay away from Satan because I don't like it. Satan scares me. You know what I mean? All the gays are going to hell. I don't give a shit what anyone says. If you're puff, I hate to say it, my darling, in the nice possible way, you're going to hell. You know what you're doing is wrong. I mean, you're gonna laugh. So when a guy is sucking me off now, ever since I've had these COVID vaccinations, I can't look at him. I put him in a blindfold as he's doing what he's doing down there, because deep down in my mind's eye, like, Michelle's woke up, she knows that's not right. You know what I mean? Like, as she's doing that down there, I'm just like, do you know what I mean? I don't like looking at him. You know what I mean? Because I'm so through with men, I'm just like, what are you doing down there? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's just a learning curve, guys, for all of us. But like, I don't think we should be embracing LGBT whatsoever. Please, guys, if you're watching this video, like this video, comment on this video. Comment on this video. I think we just need to have less of LGBT, less of LGBT fucking gay prides. Do you know what I mean? I feel sorry for all the people that have got it back in Norfolk, in fucking Norwich. You know what I mean? Straight population, stand your ground, go to the governments, write to the governments, write to the high courts, and tell them that you're sick of seeing this fucking LGBT bullshit pushed in front of your child. And we'll get there. We will one day. We will get there. A bit like they have done in America. We'll get there. I think Sam Smith is an absolutely disgusting, disgraceful pervert. He really is. He's wearing a woman's dress. The dress looks like it's come off a woman that was fucking 48 years old, 58 years old, on a recent TikTok video I've seen of his. And it's absolutely disgusting. Come back for part 2, guys. My darlings.